afternoon, people of the internet. Welcome back to Maverick Baking. I hope you guys have good upper body strength because today we're reviewing 2.5 kilos worth of peanut butter and it's very heavy. Today we're going to be talking about the full range of this new loaded nuts flavoured peanut butter from the lovely people at the Protein Works. Now they gifted this to me just as they did a few months ago with their protein bars. You can check out a review of that up here. And today we're going to be talking about all 5 of these brand new peanut butters. I hope you're as ready as I am. So the 5 flavours that we have in here today include white chocolate fudge, hazelnut biscuit crunch, cookies and cream, chocolate brownie and salted caramel cookie. I don't even really know where to start, but let's just get into it. I think I'm gonna begin with this white chocolate fudge because honestly, this has been staring at me ever since I first opened this box. All of these peanut butters are, clues in the title, loaded with protein. They're vegetarian and they're also free from palm oil, which in 2019 we like because orangutans. So what is inside this white chocolate fudge peanut butter? Obviously peanuts, around 70%, followed with 20% actual white chocolate. So we're not just talking flavouring, we're talking about actual white chocolate blended into peanut butter. I am salivating. But enough chat, I am ready to taste these peanut butters, so let's just get stuck in before I'm sat here talking all day. So as with all kind of palm oil free natural peanut butters, this does need a bit of a stir just to get everything combined, but oh my word, the smell, the texture, I am so excited. I've also noticed that there are actual chunks of fudge in this white chocolate fudge peanut butter. That might have seemed really obvious, but I'm not the wisest of people. So this is the kind of texture we're looking at here. Nice and smooth and soft, which is good because it means it's going to be good for spreading. It means it's going to be good for kind of dunking things in or spooning into porridge or anything. I am so excited. So let's taste the white chocolate fudge loaded nuts peanut butter. Oh wow. So the peanut butter is smooth. It has a slight kind of granular texture of peanuts in there. But I kind of like that. It means it's not too pasty. The first thing you detect is obviously peanuts. A nice roasted peanut flavour. There's a little bit of sweetness from that white chocolate. I must say it isn't that strong. It's mostly detectable in the aftertaste when you get that kind of creamy, milky vanilla flavour. Also, a couple of those fudge chunks, they add a great little bit of texture. I don't know how good that would be when spreading this peanut butter. The chunky bits might be a bit weird, but definitely if you're just doing as I'm doing and spooning these straight into your mouth, or if you're adding this to porridge or yogurt or some other kind of thing that you would put on, ice cream, your naked body, I don't know. It adds a nice bit of texture, a bit of chewiness, a bit of kind of sweetness. It's pretty damn good, I'll be honest. I'm kind of glad that the actual peanut butter itself isn't too sweet. It's not like Nutella, it's not like crying out with sugar. But it does have that kind of contrast of the savoury peanuts and the slight sweetness from that white chocolate that makes this pretty addictive, to be honest. But I'm not going to eat it all now because I have 4 more tubs to get through or this is going to be a very long morning. So next up, I'm going to move on to this cookies and cream flavour. Now, I love the colouring on this packaging because it's very reminiscent of Oreos with that kind of blue and white, and you even have some Oreo looking cookies in there as well. So much like the last one, this has a kind of peanut and white chocolate base, and we also have some little crunchy pieces of cookie that you can just see sneaking through there. Let's get it open. So again, I have given this one a good stir. I promise I haven't tasted it yet. Promise. And let me just show you how loaded this is with those little kind of Oreo cookies. It is absolutely crammed with proper big chunky pieces of it. So again, this flavour might not be the ideal one for spreading on your toast, but for spooning straight into your gob, let's find out. Surprisingly, I'm not actually as keen on this one. So you still have that kind of good smooth texture, punctuated with those big generous kind of chunky cookie pieces. Great roasted peanut flavour, strong roasted peanut flavour. But this one tastes a lot sweeter. I don't know if it has more sugar or sweetener in it. The chunky cookie pieces do taste good and they do add a great kind of crunchy texture in there. But honestly, the combination isn't something I'm as big a fan of as I expected. So not as good as the last one, but we'll keep an open mind. Let's move on. Next, I think we will move on to this salted caramel cookie. Again, I love the coloured packaging on this one because I think it just screams gooey caramel, and I also think it screams eat me. I must say, once stirred up, I do like the texture of these peanut butters. Sometimes peanut butter can be too kind of smooth and runny, but sometimes it can also be too thick to kind of do anything with. This is like a nice balance between the two. It's soft, but it definitely has that kind of drippability that we like. That's definitely not a word. So with this flavour, again, we're expecting that lovely kind of roasted peanut butter, as well as about 20% creamy salted caramel, and even some chunks of chocolate chip cookie in there. So let's just see how this one tastes. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. That is the best one so far. Oh my word. Thick, but smooth and creamy. You have those little kind of chunks of cookie pieces. Nothing that you might know is actually a chocolate chip cookie, but it adds a great little kind of crunchy texture as you're eating it. Oh my God, the flavor. Basically, it's a super savory roasted peanut butter flavor, accentuated with a little bit of that salt from the salted caramel. And the sweetness of that really natural tasting caramel actually really lifts it so that your whole mouth is like, bitch, yes, give me more. That is the best one so far. Perfect blend of sweet and salty. And even then, it's nothing too rich, nothing too sweet. That is absolutely amazing. And if you like peanut butter, you must try this flavor. Holy shit. I'm gonna put this away before I eat it all because there are still 2 more flavors to taste. I love you. 2 more flavors, let's go. Next up, we're going to move on to the Hazelnut Biscuit Crunch. So this flavor isn't just a peanut butter made with peanuts, because that would just be far too basic. This is also made with hazelnuts blended right into the actual peanut butter. That, alongside chunky pieces of hazelnut, 70% dark chocolate, and little chunks of what looks like Oreo cookie through there as well. And oh my word, get in my mouth. I mean, you can see just how thick and dark chocolatey this peanut butter is. It looks absolutely amazing. The texture is going on in there. Holy crap. Okay, let's try the Hazelnut Biscuit Crunch. That is some serious texture. So again, the same lovely, smooth, thick peanut butter. You've got chunky bits of hazelnut of 2 different kinds of biscuit in there. And the flavor is just a punch in the face. It's a super dark flavored chocolate. So compared to the others we've just tasted, it is a bit more bittersweet, which I do like because I do love a bit of dark chocolate. There is a strong kind of cocoa powder flavor in there as well. So if you're not into a kind of mature, punchy chocolate flavor, this might not be for you. Also, the roasted hazelnut flavor is super different from all the other kind of peanut buttery ones. This one does have a real savouriness that is actually quite unexpected in a chocolate hazelnut spread, but I don't hate it. It's definitely not as good as the salted caramel cookie, which is currently king of all peanut butter, but this one's still pretty decent. Let's move on to our final flavour and see what we think. So our final flavour is the chocolate brownie. Now this one might not be anything too kind of innovative or exciting. I think all peanut butter fans will probably have sourced some kind of chocolate peanut butter at some point in their peanut butter loving lives, but it's never, it's never something that you get tired of eating, is it? Let's be honest. So this dark chocolate brownie flavour is again obviously made mostly with peanuts, but it also has a blend of dark chocolate in there, and it also contains brownie pieces, which I am just hungrily seeking out right now. So let's get a good kind of chunky spoonful and just see how this tastes. Oh my word. That is everything you want from a chocolate peanut butter. Again, the same gorgeous, thick, smooth, but slightly granular texture. Super rich, dark chocolate flavour, so a little bit bittersweet, nothing too cloying, nothing too sickly. Obviously, it's a super rich flavour when combined with the kind of delicious fattiness of peanut butter. But because it's punctuated with those tiny little brownie pieces that add a nice little bit of texture in there, as with all of the others, it makes this very easy to eat. I'd say this one is probably the second best flavour out of this whole bunch. It is good. take it away, because otherwise I'm gonna eat a whole jar and we don't need that. Honestly, overall, I'm pretty impressed. Mostly just by the sheer size of these jars. Typically nowadays, containers are getting smaller and smaller and more expensive, but these are actually very good value for the amount of product that you're getting in here. And the protein content, the flavour, the textures, really impressive. Of the 5 flavours, if you would like to try them all, I would fully encourage you to. But the flavours that you definitely need to try are that salted caramel cookie and the chocolate brownie flavours, because they are just to die for. If you would like to taste these peanut butters, I will leave a link in the description box below as to where you can get those. If you guys enjoyed this video and you would like to see me taste other kind of peanut butters and spreads, let me know in the comments below, because I do go through quite a lot of them, even without reviewing them. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop it a thumbs up and to hit that subscribe button if you're new here, because we're conducting food reviews, talking about recipes and all things food all the time, and it would be lovely to have you here. In the meantime, I need a cup of tea to wash down all that peanut butter, so I will see you for the next one.